I believe deep down in my soul that Disney is the most evil corporation on the planet.
They really are.
The Disneyville Corporation.
Do you want to know why else they're evil?
Why?
Yes,
tell
Phil,
you.
I want to know.
So you guys
Please
heard
tell
about
me.
this Scarlett Johansson lawsuit?
The lawsuit, yeah.
No.
So Scarlett Johansson was recently in the movie Black Widow, and she's suing because Disney released the movie in theaters and on Disney Plus simultaneously, but her contract states that it will be an exclusive theatrical release, and it wasn't.
And
that-
phased into Disney Plus later.
Yeah, and I think she had some kickbacks
From the theater?
from the theater sales.
Right.
So she's supposed to make more money from the theater. If it plays out that way, I think she has a legitimate case. I mean, if that's
Right.
her contract, that's what she was promised, and she's not making as much money as she was supposed to, that sounds reasonable to me. Disney responded. I don't know if you heard what their response was, but they said, quote,
Shove it, lady, in our movie.
yeah, pretty much.
Shove it. What's your name again?
They said,
Just
quote,
shove it.
there is no merit whatsoever to this filing. The lawsuit is especially sad and distressing in its callous disregard for the horrific and prolonged global effects of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Basically, you are Wuhan. Go fuck yourself. Is that what their response was?
Yeah, I thought that was insane.
So
they
it's saying-
pretty much pulled
It's saying
the
the contract
COVID
is
card.
irrelevant.
No, they're saying there's no merit to her lawsuit, and they also said Disney has fully complied with her contract, and furthermore, the release of Black Widow on Disney Plus with Premier Access has significantly enhanced her ability to earn additional compensation on top of the $20 million she has received to date. So they exposed how much she's been paid, and apparently some people are saying that's how much she's been paid total for all of the Marvel movies.
Oh yeah,
she's done.
she makes way less than any other.
Yeah.
cast members.
So $20 million for the movie, I thought, oh, that's a good amount for a star to make. Like,
Right.
But that's everything.
What
For,
character does she play? I'm sorry.
the only woman character
Yeah.
in the Avengers.
Pepper?
Black Widow.
Well, there's Captain
Pepper?
Marvel too.
She's the one that usually does that leg scissor headlock twist around.
Oh, she's like
throw
the
a
assassin
person.
girl.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She wears a black, red hair.
Assassin girl.
But it's not. It's
should've-
not
Are
Wanda.
you really okay? Whatever.
should've
No, I am really trying to figure it out. I'm not joking.
You should have said that in Mickey's voice.
She's not Iron Man.
Oh boy!
But I thought that was crazy. Disney pretty much pulled a COVID card. Like
Yeah.
they're pretty much like, oh, it's because I can't believe you're not serious about COVID. It's like I'm sure she's thinking,
I'm
no,
serious.
this is a legitimate legal concern.
Right.
Like we
You
had a
breached
deal.
contract.
You didn't do what was promised.
Right.
At the very least, I would think they'd go to her and say, hey, we're not expecting strong sales because of COVID. We're going to do this thing. Can we renegotiate?
Yeah.
And you'll get whatever, blah, blah, blah.
I thought she got kickback from the Premier Access because you had to pay $30 to get it.
That's what they're claiming, is that she has received kickbacks on that.
Right.
But for whatever reason, she's unhappy with it. Like,
Right.
Well, that's the reason why they delayed it. Well, I mean, yeah, COVID
Yeah.
delayed it, but they kept delaying it and delaying it.
well,
And that was part of the reason.
And I imagine they kept delaying it because the contract stated it has to be a theatrical release only.
Right.
But then they, according to what she's saying, I haven't seen the contract.
Did they do the same thing for like Wonder Woman and Mulan and the other ones that were released on? Did they have theatrical releases on them first?
No.
I think they
No.
didn't. Even
No.
theaters were not even open.
They weren't even open.
No.
'Cause we watched Wonder Woman on Christmas Day and we got it on HBO Max.
Yeah.
But
But neither of those, I would think, have the clout that Scarlett
Wonder
Johansson
Woman is
would,
DC.
I guess.
That's right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly,
DC.
back to your main point, yeah, Disney is a corporation. They're going to do what it makes sense. And I
Yeah.
think in this case, from what I read and understand, they had to release it to keep it in line with the storytelling of the entire
Right.
MCU
Yeah.
with the, the different shows coming out and things like that. Because this movie was supposed to come out before Falcon and the Winter Soldier did, and they have a character that connects the two. So I think they had to like release it to keep up with their additional movies coming out for the rest of the year.
I can see.
Yeah,
it.
but that character, you're talking about the post-credit scene. Yeah, I feel like that didn't do much.
It didn't,
So,
but I mean, I think that's the case. Though.
yeah,
They had a perfect storyline that matched with their expected releases, and it just sounds like they swept the rug out from under, which seems shady.
yeah.
Well, and
But
I agree.
know.
Disney's a corporation. They're going to do what they're going to do to protect their bottom line and their future. And if they have to endure a lawsuit from Scarlett, that sucks.
Yeah, for me, it wasn't even that they miffed Scarlett.
It's that they pulled the COVID card.
Yeah, it's like, it's like, oh, you're not sensitive about. They pretty much tried to
what are you,
garner.
an anti-vaxxer?
Like,
Go get her.
Instead of going to court or trying to settle, they pretty much tried to win a war of public opinion. Like they tried to stack public opinion against her instead of addressing her concern, which I think is nuts. Like,
Are you kidding though? That's public relations. Like that didn't get released by the legal team. It's a PR team that releases that. That responds back.
I don't know
sure.
I think
about
everyone that works for
I'm
Disney
sure.
Corporation probably is a lawyer.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's probably true. But I love the idea of like a really, really hack PR team. Like this is so funny. Like, dear Mrs. Johnson. It's like Johansson, right?
Or whatever your name is.
Dear Miss Johansson, thank you for your complaint. It has been well received and we are taking a look at it.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, please call 1-800-DONALD.
Concern is being processed.
1-800-DONALD. No, but apparently, so a little more about her side of the story. Her lawyers are saying what they think has gone on is Disney's decision wasn't based on COVID. It wasn't that they were expecting poor sales, because in this climate, people are pretty much going back to theaters and stuff like that. Like some people are staying home, but largely people are out and about. But they're saying that they wanted to release it on Disney Plus because that would generate more Disney Plus subscribers, which boosts their stock price. So it was purely like a selfish motivation. And then they're the ones playing the COVID card. Like, oh, you don't care about COVID. But really, it was all about money in the first place.
Well, that's Disney for you.
Yeah.
So, like you were saying, is Disney the evilest corporation in the world?
Let's put it this way. Disney owns Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah, that's true.
So let that sink in.
Let that sink in.
Owns him like a slave. Like they could do anything to him.
And makes General Grievous look like a freaking wuss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
General.
Yeah.
I don't care
Grievous.
how many lightsabers he has.
I think Amazon's a pretty bad company.
Yeah, I do too.
Don't worry, Jeff Bezos isn't the richest person in the world now.
Oh, no.
Stock dropped 7%, or sales dropped 7%. I don't know, one of those. And it literally knocked him off the wealthiest person in the world.
Yeah,
Just from the stock dropping.
Who is now?
7%.
Who is it now?
Ryan from YouTube.
It's Ryan Reynolds from America.
from that movie coming out.
The other
Ryan Reynolds.
that is also owned by Disney.
That nobody
Yeah,
knows. Oh yeah, owned by Disney.
yeah, but Disney owns like half of Hollywood, don't they?
They
80%.
Yeah.
own a lot of it.
A lot of it.
Like, what major film studios are still making big movies? Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
Hulu.
Warner Brothers is not owned by Disney,
No.
right?
Universal.
Netflix is doing a lot.
Universal,
Amazon.
Netflix, Amazon.
But I
But
know what you mean.
Netflix isn't.
Like New Line Cinema.
That Chris Pratt movie on Amazon was actually pretty good.
Oh, was it?
The time traveling one.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was cool. But anyways, yeah.
Back to
the
the Future.
Tomorrow War or whatever.
Yeah, Tomorrow War.
Yeah. It was it good?
It was good.
It looked like it might be good, but I was like, I'd have to log into Amazon, and I hate that company.
Dang it.
I'd have to
Caught
ping-
me there.
ping that.
Was Black Widow good then? I haven't seen it.
I liked it.
It was solid.
I heard it got
was
good reviews.
It was better than Captain Marvel,
I hated
but
that one.
not as good, I feel like, as it should have been. I feel like they could have made a really good Black Widow movie, like an espionage spy movie.
Yeah.
And really dive into like the they tried to go this like not Jeffrey Epstein, Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah,
Same
I
thing.
think they had to
Angle.
play it safe. I think I agree. It was good, but it could have been better.
Yeah.